I suppose this was kind of inevitable. I mean, it's not something I really need. And I'm going to talk about that right now. Hello everyone, how you doing today? My name is David Franco and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I just want to give you a warning. My latest style is I just want to do a talking head video. I'm not one of those tech reviewers who has to like do B-roll this and B-roll that. That's just not my style. So if you enjoy talking head videos and you enjoy hearing someone talk in the background, leave this video up, I appreciate it. So, gotta be honest, I'm currently waiting for my food to be confirmed. I just DoorDashed some Arby's. I've just been really craving some roast beef lately. Unfortunately, Arby's has taken a while, so you might see me glance at my MacBook Pro screen. Please, Arby, confirm. Please. I have not eaten all day. It's 6:34 p.m. I've had no food except for coffee and water. And unfortunately, coffee and water, they don't really qualify as food. Anyway, that aside, hopefully I get fed soon. I had a realization the other night while I was using my iPad Pro in bed, which is right here. Love this thing. I'll talk about that in a bit. I was thinking, I was like, David, you're not using your iPad mini as much as you used to. And I hate saying that, guys. I hate admitting when I'm not going to keep an Apple product or just even use it for that matter, because I love Apple. I'm a huge Apple person. I respect almost everything they do. And I just think they put out some damn quality products, you know, from physical products to online services and all that stuff. So jumping ahead to my conclusion, I was like, David, just sell the damn thing. This iPad mini cost me over $700. And if I could get like $600 to $650 back in my pocket, especially to pay off some Apple debt, between my MacBook Pro, my iPad Pro and everything, and I'm still waiting to sell my iMac, I have a little bit of Apple debt I want to pay off. And I figured if I'm not using a device, hence why I've been selling my GoPros, selling my LG monitors, like just get the tech out of my life and get some money back in my pocket, you know? If you're not using tech, I can't say this enough, guys, sell it. These things don't have feelings. Like, you don't have feelings. You don't have feelings. Part with your stuff. But I do love my iPad mini and I'm gonna miss it very much. But anyway, I'm making this video to explain why I'm selling my iPad mini. But not only that, I also want to make this video to express everything I love about my iPad mini. And me being the optimistic, positive kind of dude, I'm going to start this video out with just that. Let's talk about my iPad mini and everything I love about it, because maybe you're thinking about buying yourself or someone you know the iPad mini. And by the way, guys, look at Apple's case. iPad mini, case, boom. It magnetically attracts. It is so stupidly strong. Look at this. It just does not want to fall off. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, case aside, let's talk about the iPad mini. Arby's has confirmed. Hold on, let me refresh and make sure it's actually confirmed. Oh, thank God, preparing your order. Thank you, roast beef gods. David gets to eat tonight. I really didn't feel like ordering McDonald's or something. Okay, so let's jump into the iPad mini. First of all, there's my wallpaper. I edited that using, I think, a combination of Pixelmator and Snapseed. Either way, guys, check out both those apps, especially Snapseed. I'm a huge fan of Snapseed. That's my Tesla Model 3. I love it. It's my baby. That I kind of do have a personal connection with, not gonna lie. And eventually when I do have to turn that in 2.5 years, yeah, I'm gonna be a little sad, but I'm gonna be more excited to get an even better and an even newer Model 3 or whatever I'm gonna get by then. Not really thinking about it too much right now. So in regards to things I love about the iPad mini, first of all, guys, the form factor is downright incredible. Look, one-hand usage is huge for a lot of people, especially myself. Like, sometimes you just don't feel like carrying around a huge tablet. For instance, my iPad Pro, I love this thing, but it's a behemoth. You know, it's an absolute behemoth. So taking this on the road with me, you know, to my parents' house or Target, I don't really have an exciting life outside this house. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of a hermit crab. But anyway, taking a smaller device such as the iPad mini is so much easier to do than something like the iPad Pro. But don't get me wrong, guys, I love this tablet. I actually like it quite a bit more than my iPad mini, and I'll talk about that in a moment. So with that said, if you guys need or want a smaller form factor of the iPad, and you don't want something like an 11-inch or 12-inch iPad, or even like the previous 9.7-inch models, go with the mini. This is an incredible form factor. It just feels nice. Like, it feels like quality. It's honestly my favorite iPad mini to date, I love everything about this form factor. The only thing that has annoyed me over the past few weeks is the lack of Face ID. And guys, honestly, I think they could have included Face ID. I mean, it's not there. You know, it's not there. I mean, this bezel is not that thin to the point where I don't think they could have fit that true depth sensor in. Because if the iPad Pro has it, and guys, the iPad Pro, it's pretty much the same width as the iPad mini. Look at that. It's not that different. Then yeah, I see no reason why they could not have included a Face ID feature. But guys, come here. Let's be honest. We all know how Apple works. The main reason they did not include Face ID is because they're going to update this iPad mini in a year or two and say, oh, hey, look, we managed to cram Face ID into this tiny form factor of a tablet. And that, my friends, is going to sell. You know, a lot of people love Face ID. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not a huge Touch ID person. I mean, yeah, I use Touch ID regularly now on my MacBook Pro, and occasionally when I used this, you know, more than I used to now. It is really nice to just rest your finger on the power button and it instantly unlocks. Look at that. It's so fast. Like, it's so fast, you don't even think about it. But sometimes you do want to just tap the screen and have the iPad unlock instantly, right? I know I do, especially when you're using it in the dark. The iPad Pro works beautifully, absolutely beautifully in the dark when it comes to Face ID. What else do I love? The screen. I mean, the screen's not going to blow you away. It doesn't have Liquid Retina XDR, and it doesn't have mini LEDs and all that stuff. Let me see. iPad mini 6 display. Just want to see what kind of technology Apple is advertising. Okay, so they're calling it a Liquid Retina display, as they have been for years with other iPads, but it is not a Liquid Retina XDR display. So if you're really into colors like I am, and if you're really into getting the best image quality possible, you're not going to fall in love with the iPad mini display. You will, however, likely fall in love with the iPad Pro or the new 2021 MacBook Pro. Like, these displays absolutely blow my freaking mind. But the iPad mini, I was never really looking at it and say, wow, these colors are just popping off the screen. You don't get that. But then again, Apple doesn't want to cannibalize their sales. So if you're looking for that better, richer color experience, then you're going to go for a larger tablet. But if you're going for that small form factor and you don't need the best display technology in the world, you're going to be more than happy with the iPad mini. And guys, let's face it, I don't think anyone's getting any serious work done on something like the iPad mini. That's what the MacBook Pro and iPad Pro are for. Or even the iPad Air. The iPad Air has a beautiful display, you know, as far as I'm concerned. The cameras are decent. I mean, I never really used the cameras too much. I'm not even going to throw up examples in the video because I don't think they're really worth talking about. But the cameras, I will say this, are definitely good enough if you're caught in a pinch, like for some reason you don't have your iPhone on you or you don't have an actual camera with you. Bust out the iPad and take a picture of your kids, take a picture of your cats, your dogs, whatever. It's going to be fine for that. It's going to be more than capable at taking a decent quality picture in 2021. There's nothing wrong with the cameras on this thing. Just don't expect iPhone quality, obviously. The audio is surprisingly loud for a tablet. For example, do I even have Spotify on here? Yes, I do. I just never use it on here. Oh, by the way, it's incredibly light. It's a very, very light tablet. I mean, it's kind of like a croissant. So let's play lo-fi sleep, chill, and study. Probably not the best example. So this is max volume. Not bad, right? Not bad. Now let's go to a different kind of song, because this is very lo-fi, very chill music. Lo-fi jazz. So yeah, as you can hear, not incredibly loud, but you're not going to be using this thing to fill a room with sound. That's not what these, speakers are intended to do. But we do have full stereo support. We have speakers on the sides, which is great. That's beautiful. This is going to be great for playing games like Call of Duty and Flappy Bird. Do people still play Flappy Bird? Is that even a thing still? But yeah, with that said, if you want really good audio, just throw in some good quality headphones like the AirPods Pro or the Sony XM4s, and you're gonna love this thing. This thing is like a portable powerhouse when it comes to media consumption and actually getting some work done. Again, you're not gonna be getting some serious work done, but there's nothing wrong with launching Affinity Photo, which is very small on this display, as well as Snapseed and Pixelmator Photo. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And shopping, this thing is perfect, absolutely perfect for shopping on Amazon. And one more thing I gotta say is, check this out. typing like this is a beautiful thing. It just feels really nice. Like I can actually do a bit of speed typing on this iPad mini. Isn't that awesome? Question mark? Okay, so I messed up quite a bit, but hey, it's capable. All right, so this video is obviously all over the place. I don't really have any notes, to be perfectly honest with you. I have no notes in front of me, but I just wanted to make this video because I know I'm gonna get some people saying, why did you sell your iPad mini? So, to get to the point of why I sold my iPad mini, it's because of this, you know? Oh, and by the way, the iPad mini does have Apple Pencil support. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's really cool. So if you're a student, that's another good point I should make. The iPad mini is going to be absolutely perfect. I mean, if you're the kind of user who is constantly on the go and wanting to take notes, the form factor is absolutely incredible for that. Look, you charge the pencil on the side, boom. Anyway, I'm not gonna dwell on the Apple Pencil because it's currently synced to my iPad Pro. But yeah, I just didn't find myself using it all that much. And ironically, the iPad mini is what inspired my purchase of the iPad Pro. And I thought at first having two different iPad sizes would have been really nice for me. But between my iPad Pro and now my MacBook Pro, which I've only had for 2 weeks as of today, I simply see no need for this. And guys, honestly, I have been using my iPad Pro more and more, like outside of the office, on my lap, like this. And it actually works quite well, quite well. And plus, this does not have a 120 hertz ProMotion display. So when you're used to 120 hertz refresh rates on your iPhone Pro, your MacBook Pro, and your iPad Pro, and then you pick up something like the Mac Mini, it's definitely a little jarring. It feels like the tablet is lagging behind, when in reality it's not. You're just seeing the traditional 60 hertz refresh rates. So yeah, I mean, that's something you gotta keep in mind. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. There is no organization to this video whatsoever. I'm just kind of talking just to talk and just to kill time until my food gets here. But I wanted to inform you, yes, I am indeed selling my iPad mini. Oh, and by the way, it's sold already. It's sold. This thing cost me, I think, like $7.25, something like that. I sold it for like $6.15 plus shipping and tax. So I only really lost about $100 on my purchase, which isn't bad at all. It's not bad at all. So what are your thoughts on the iPad mini? Are my days with the iPad mini done? Absolutely not. There's a really good chance I'll buy the next model because that's what I like to do. I like to get my hands on the latest Apple tech because, as I made very clear, I've gotten quite good at parting ways with tech. I mean, who knows? I could sell this thing in a few months. But yo, for now, guys, gotta say, I am loving both these Pro devices. But the iPad mini, just don't need it. I just don't need it. So with that said, goodbye iPad mini. It's been fun. You have served me extremely well, especially with the widget placement. There's something really nice about having widgets on such a small screen. But yeah, I've enjoyed my time with you. I'm talking to you like you can hear me. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know your thoughts on the iPad mini, and I'll see you soon. Peace. Now, where's my beef?